So today for the teaching moment, what I want to share with you is the idea, and this is really the foundation of our program, which is noticing what you're noticing. It is so key for us to begin being conscious of our own thoughts. And this means in any given moment. 90%, if not more, of our thoughts are recycled. We have thought them before. We got them from someone else. They are not necessarily our own, or we're not thinking them by choice. And so what we want to do now is to begin consciously choosing our thoughts, because our thought through our emotion moves us into action, and our action creates our results. Okay. And it also goes the other way. Our thoughts, whatever we're thinking, or not even realizing we're thinking, but is kind of our status quo thinking kind of stuff, goes into what Wallace Wattles, which I will be teaching, I think it's in the second quarter. He talks about the idea that there is a thinking stuff, and a thought in this thinking stuff becomes the form that is being thought. Okay. Now, if we're not conscious about this, think about the stuff that we can think as we are going through life. We just had an experience on this. One of the people on the call here came on, and she has a speaking event today, and she came on very hoarse. And I went, oh no. And I caught myself in that thought. And I said, my purpose here is to hold the highest and best truth for each individual on this call. Now, we're all human, but how do we navigate this? So the first step to navigate this is to notice. And then once we notice, we want to celebrate the noticing. Now, I might have just gone right on down that slippery slope with her and gone, oh dear, I'm so sorry, and what are you going to do, and everything like that. But instead, I celebrated that I had that thought. Oh, wait, I know the divine truth about her, that the divine is ready to speak through her now. And my thought into the ethers, into the thinking stuff, is going to ripple out. And this is like shown in the butterfly effect and other things, and now quantum physics and all of these things. A new book that I'm listening to that I recommend to everybody called The Source, that science is now proving that our brain synapses connect in whatever way we are thinking. Okay. And it does. And, I've often, I get asked to speak at churches and other places. And I, one of the talks I do is how to change someone else for your own benefit. Now, we've been taught that we can't change other people, but I'm going to disagree with that, because at least we can plant the seed that could possibly change their thinking, our world experience even. If we can hold true to noticing our thinking and putting it on the track of that you want to create more of. And so, yes, it's true. You can't change other people if they are not receptive or open, but they don't even need to know where it comes from. I was in my formative years, I wanted to teach a lot. And so I was teaching, I was a student teacher in a class with, people that couldn't navigate the system, had some kind of challenges with navigating school. And this was middle school. So you know what middle schoolers are like anyway, right? Well, I took on this one young person and really wanted to help her and change her life and everything like this. And I came in one day and my teacher goes, this young girl got moved. She's no longer here anymore. She got moved to another foster home because the foster family that was going to adopt her realized that he had a heart condition and he wasn't able to take care of her. Oh my gosh, my heart just broke, right? And he said to me, Christy, what you have to remember here is she's not even going to know where they came from, but the seeds of what you have given her are going to show up in her time of need. And so it's the same thing with any seeds we plant. And that goes for the positive ones or the people that we gripe about on the freeway. So this is the lesson for today. Notice what you're thinking. Notice your thoughts. Notice what you're noticing. And a great way to do that is put a timer on that stops you, that alerts you, alarm, right? Alarm that says, what are you thinking? You know, we all have smartphones now. What are you thinking? Do it 3 times a day and just be willing to stop and think, what am I thinking today? And celebrate the awareness. That's the second step. First, the awareness, then celebrate the awareness. Then what we do is we begin to see it coming. There it is. I'm about to fall back to my old way of being or this or that. And I see it coming. And celebrate if you even still do it. Okay, until you get to that point where you see that thought coming down the road, coming to get you again, and you look at it and you go, you're not going to get me this time. And you switch before you even activate that thought. That is the foundational work of everything that we do here in Mastering the Art of Life. And at the Open Studio Zoom, on Zoom, we will be opening this to the group and seeing what questions do you have about that or anything in the book or anything, or you can be coloring in your workbook. Or if you would like, I can do the intuitive drawings for you to discover where you're stuck or what your next steps are. Okay, welcome to Oz, the land of Oz.